I come from a line of farmers. My grandfather was a big farmer when we were growing up. He had over 300 heads of cattle, and he used to get as much as 500 bags of maize, which he used to supply to the government at the time. He was very rich. And this is because there was enough rain for him to grow his crops. But for the first time this year, I'm really noticing just how little rain we have and just how dry it looks. I recently went to see my mom in the village, where I took my kids to see their grandmother. And the first things that hit me the next day is just how dry it was. And you know, the NASA Observatory did say that Southern Africa, Mozambique, South Africa, and Southern Zambia in particular will have very little rain this season. Which is very sad in this part of Zambia because most people depend on farming. They grow lots of maize and they depend on their cattle. Now it is December, it's almost 10th December, and there isn't any rain. That means that the cows don't have grass to graze. I wonder what the solution would be, because the way I see it, this isn't going to be the last time that some parts of Zambia do not have enough rain. And it's a big problem for farmers. This means that next year could be a famine. I'm in my 30s, and I remember when I was a boy, it used to start raining towards the end of October, and by the time it was December, the maize was knee-high and there was enough grass for the cows to graze. But this isn't the case anymore. And honestly, people can try to diversify their crops, but without water, it is still very difficult. There are a few farmers that could drill boreholes and use the drip lines to water their crops. But most of the farmers in this area are peasant farmers who rely on rainfall to grow their crops. Without it, people here will get in serious trouble because there will be nothing to eat, nothing to sell, and that means they have to find work, which is very difficult as well because there aren't so many places that will give someone work. This is my mom's garden, and that's my son there trying to get in so that he can show me the crops that his grandma is growing. She has some maize, some okra, and other vegetables growing in there. And she waters this garden from the water that she uses after washing plates or washing clothes. Like everyone else here, my mom is a subsistence farmer. She keeps animals, she has pigs and goats, and sometimes she grows maize as well. But without adequate rain, she and her fellow farmers will have to figure out how to survive, because things are looking bleak, and this will not be the last time that Zambia has very little or no rain during the rain season.